I didn't think the driver would go for it, but it was the Colectivo going up to Lupa, and I wanted it. The minivan surged up the steep and narrow dirt road in the forest above the city of Huaraz. It was on its way to an elementary school. With bald tires and stuffed with 15 kids, I climbed aboard. Up the ladder, over 2 packs, a spare tire, and I grabbed the railing. They yell from below, "Sit down and hold on." "Estoy bien," I say in return, and off they went. The view is fantastic on this clear morning from the roof of the van. The twin peaks of Huascaran visible down the valley. The Cordillera rose in front of me with towering icy ridges. Kids ran after the Colectivo, jumping from rocks and strips of grass. They hold the ladder and smile from below as we both enjoy the outdoor show. On ancient paths of stone, the trail wraps through the foothills and into the tropical pampas of the canyons. At the foot of the canyon, farms raise cattle, sheep, and farm the fertile soils. They live in round huts of stone with thick grass roofs to keep them warm. Lengthy meadows rise in shelves, reaching lakes swollen below great glaciers. Several peaks top 6,000 meters. At times, waterfalls drape high walls, bringing side streams of fresh water, birds, plants, and wonderful sounds. Tall and slender waterfalls break and rejoin in a varied braid of water and wind. These were my goals, to rest and pump water among the boulders as the altitude and heavy pack take a toll on my strength. The pampas are warm and filled with grass, with the trail meandering through a maze of tall flowers. The views up spin the eyes with giant peaks like Queyesh, Tulparaju, and Chinche. I set up my plastic shelter on the grass, enjoy the view, and drive away cows all afternoon. The air is wet with tiny mist, a typical Andes afternoon, with clouds overtaking the peaks. My side of the mountain turns to shadow as I eat and pump water along the cascades of the nearby stream. I am alone here in the mountains, with only one camp of 2 people I saw earlier that left for the higher camp below Chinche. My camp, near 4,600 meters, sits in a forest near a cliff, looking down into the long moraine lake. The icy green water absorbs your stare. I sit shaded by bushes of purple flowers, seeing the sky eternally shift from sun to wet shade as butterflies float by. I remember the last night it did rain, gently, until 11, and the shelter worked. Later, the sky cleared and the stars came out. The Milky Way was deep and bright. Hourly, the thunderous sounds of distant avalanches pounded the glacier fields. Mild altitude sickness persuaded me to hike out in the morning. I had plans for surfing just south of Lima in Punta Hermosa. A big swell was arriving. So at dawn, in the shaded wet mists, I packed and began down the great canyon, Quebrada Quilcayhuanca, in the Cordillera Blanca, Ancash, Peru.